What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use SmarterContact, which I believe is the #1 marketing strategy for a beginner to use to get their first deal. Now, SmarterContact is good for established business owners looking to add on another marketing channel to their existing business and beginners alike, because here's the deal. It's #1, I think, the most cost-effective marketing strategy. You don't have to put tens of thousands of dollars into it like some of these other inbound strategies like direct mail or PPC or meta ads. And also, you don't need a big team that are constantly available to talk to and nurture these different leads. I think it's perfect for the solopreneur who is wanting to maximize their time getting into this industry to get their first deal, or even just build a business that makes them a consistent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. Now, the reason why I think this is because I just ran a little experiment myself where I said, hey, I'm gonna use this platform, not really gonna get a whole bunch of training on it or anything like that. I literally just went in there completely blind, was like, hey, I'm gonna send out some texts and see how this works. And my very first campaign, in under 2 hours of work, I got my first deal that I already could go sell for $10,000, but we might even be able to just take it down, list it ourselves, and make even more. We're still determining that. But I'm gonna show you exactly how to go ahead and use this platform so that you can go ahead and replicate the results I've gotten from it. Now, first, I want to go ahead and show you why exactly I think it's the best strategy for beginners by showing you exactly what I did to get my first contract on it, my very first ever time using it, okay? So very first off, all I did was use virtual flip leads, which if you guys don't know what this is, refer to my most recent video where I talk about it and why you need to be using it. I searched an area where I have a lot of buyers in, Cape Coral, Florida, and all I did was search that area, click off market, and I used the sell score to find me the most likely properties that were gonna sell to an investor. As you can see, I got 1,600 properties here. I went ahead and saved them, automatically gave me the owner's phone numbers, everything else I needed. I then inputted those numbers into my SmarterContact account on this campaign that you can see I ran on the 20th. Now, from this campaign, I wanna go ahead and show you this one campaign. It ended up sending a total of 2,500 texts because it texted everybody one time saying, hey, are you interested? And then everybody who didn't text me back sent them another text saying, hey, are you sure you're not interested, a day later, basically, to try and make sure we're maximizing our reach. From that campaign of the 2,500 sent, 71% actually got delivered, 0.5% got blocked by the carriers, 5% of people opted out, 193 messages were received back, which is a reply rate of just under 19%. And from that, I got 3 leads and 1 contract. So of those 3 leads, I already got 1 under contract, and I have 2 other people that I'm working on that look like they're gonna be great opportunities, okay? So basically, we texted all of the people that were in this list of 1,600, which ended up being about 1,200 phone numbers that were actually active, or mobile numbers that we could send text to. We texted all of them, and from there, I found this guy right here. Let me look. This guy, who, as you can see, we sent him a text. Would you be interested in selling your property? No fees or cash. Have a wonderful day. He says yes. I didn't even see this message until the next day. So I wasn't even on top of my game like I should have been. I called him, as you can see, about 2 o'clock. And by 2:30, we had a signed contract. As you can see, from about 30 minutes worth of phone calls. Also, looks like Taryn G just subscribed to the channel. What a guy. So about 30 minutes worth of phone calls, boom, we get this signed contract to purchase his property for $315,000, okay? As you can see, we have a 15-day inspection period. We have language in here that allows us to get our EMD back if we have to cancel the contract for whatever reason. All the other language we need about, hey, we can assign this contract, we can market our rights to the contract, everything else we need, okay? So let me go ahead and show you the actual property that we got locked up. It's this property right here in Cape Coral. It's a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet. It's got a pool. Basically, the property had renters inside of it who'd been there for a long time. Their lease agreement's coming up at the end of this month. The seller said, hey, I'm just done with it. If you want to see the full phone call, that's also posted on my YouTube channel. My editor should link that video somewhere right here where you can go watch the full call and see exactly how I negotiated him down. But basically, he was asking $350. I offered him $300. He came down to $325. We met in the middle at $315. Now, I know that's a good deal because we have this comparable property, which does have a nicer pool, but very similar inside of the property. It's it's 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, same square feet, and also this comparable property that sold for $395, $3.2, same square footage with a pool. So we got a $400,000 house for $315. Already have offers at $325, thinking I might just take it down myself. So Basically, all we did, as I said, we went ahead, we pulled this list of properties just using the sell score. If you're not using virtual flip leads, you need to get on virtual flip leads. There is a link to that down below. Then we went ahead and made a campaign. Making a campaign is as simple as coming in here, new campaign, a standard campaign. We go ahead, we just named it. So in this case, it was just Florida Test Blast, as you can see. Then I just selected that file that I just exported from virtual flip leads, a text campaign, and then I had to make, as you can see, based on the amount of contacts in here, it automatically says, hey, we need 8 message templates. Now, instead of sitting here and coming up with the message templates myself, I simply went over to ChatGPT and I said, can you create 8 message templates that I can send to these list of properties that might be good wholesale deals? All I need you to say is, hey, their name, have the property address in there, and see if they're interested in a cash offer for the property. And it automatically created these templates for me. As you can see, I'll go through and kind of show you one of them. These initial templates. Let's see if I can preview one of them. So, hey, John here, thinking about selling your property. I have cash ready today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Hey, this is John. I'm ready to purchase your home today. No fees, quick closing. But basically, I just had AI write all of these, okay? Then I went ahead and I got phone numbers for Florida. So I just go ahead and I got these right through the software. They cost like $2 a piece. Schedule my campaign. I said no. Send all my messages at once. Run the message for a set period of time. I said no. Then I did create a rule for the message where if they replied, so if whether they called me back or they sent me a text, I went ahead and labeled them as answered. And then basically after one message, if they didn't answer, I sent them this follow-up message right here, where basically I just said, whoops, can we see? Hey, are you interested in a cash deal for address? Let me know. Just a quick little, other thing to try and get people who maybe, saw the first message and didn't reply for whatever reason, whatever. And that's it. And we press next and we ran the campaign. Once you press next, it goes ahead and you have to click every single time to send every single message it's like a compliance thing so that they know that you're not a bot or anything like that. But anyway, I did that. I sent them all out. And then some of the messages came in, and like I said, I wasn't even on top of it, right? Some of the messages came in, I responded, then whatever, I logged off, went about my day. The next day I logged back on and I had a bunch of other messages, saw that guy, called him, made a deal for his property, we're able to get something working. Simple as that. Now, some quick little things I want to go over. Number one, in order to use SmarterContact, you have to have an EIN, which means you need to create an LLC, okay? You can get an LLC super simple online for like $100, okay? I'll be coming out with a video soon showing you my preferred provider for creating LLCs. We're currently working on that to find somebody that's a really cheap, who's gonna create you good LLC that you can go ahead and get started. Also, pricing, okay? Basically, I'm using this plan right here for SmarterContact. They have some business plans. They're not worth a shit. I'll show you why in a second. But I'm using this Elite Plus 20K $799 a month plan. Now, quick little note. I talked to the owner of SmarterContact and I said, hey, this is a great software. I want to talk to my community about this and show them how to use it since I already had such great results with it. What kind of deal can you make for us? And he said, hey, the software is so good. What do you need a deal for? And I said, come on, man. I was like, look, let's get these people in, right? Let's give them a great deal so they can get started. They're going to use it. I'm going to show them how to use it just the way I did so that they're going to make a bunch of money. And then you're going to have lifelong customers. What do you say? And he said, fine. So he said, anybody who uses the code Tyson at checkout, you'll have a place where you can enter in a code, TYSON, all caps. And guess what? You're going to get $200 off your first month. All right. And that is going to allow you to send 20,000 texts a month. As you can see, I already got a deal only sending 2,500, little over 10% of my messages, and I already got an excellent real estate deal, plus 2 other really hot leads. So I'm going to keep using this. If you guys haven't been watching, I've been going live using this. It's been awesome. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when I go live and you can see me locking up these deals in real time. Anyway, the reason I say to at least get on this plan is because these plans, number one, they're all billed quarterly. So you have to pay for 4 months up front or yearly if you want. And they don't even include text messages. You have to pay per text message. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the different stuff that SmarterContact has. I'm still learning the software, so I'm not going to, I don't even use all of its capabilities. Right now, I'm only using like a small fraction of it. So I don't even know about all of this stuff. But what I'm going to say is that definitely this is worth it. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is one reason why I was always hesitant to use texting or anything like that is because of the constant regulations that are coming out. For instance, people were really worried about a new TCPA compliance thing that was supposed to come out. Let's see, today's the 27th. It was supposed to come out yesterday. They actually ended up postponing until next year, until I believe it's January 26th of 2026. Okay. Well, I asked the owner and I said, hey man, I'm a little bit concerned about this. I don't want to, start using something just for it to fizzle away. And then I put, all this time and energy into learning this marketing strategy that I can't even use anymore. And he said, guess what? We were prepared for these new regulations. We already have everything ready to roll out. We're not worried about it one bit. But guess what? It's not even likely to happen. They keep pushing it back. This is already the second time they did. But as soon as they do, we're ready for it. So if he wasn't worried about it, I was like, okay, this is good to go. But basically, guys, now is the easiest time than ever to get into wholesaling because of these tools, right? We got things like virtual flip leads. We got things like SmarterContact that allow you to just maximize the time that you have, right? Where back in the day, we'd have to spend hours finding the best properties, getting the best data, skip tracing it. Now you can do it with the click of a button using AI and virtual flip leads. And then we'd have to spend hours and hours and hours, literally days reaching out to all these people, where now we can do it in literally 15 seconds using SmarterContact, okay? If you go ahead and use these tools, you follow my process, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna see results as long as you stay consistent, okay? Now, if you're the type of person who wants some help, right? You want some more guidance, you want access to me, my team, to be able to help you go get that first deal, or maybe go from doing a couple deals to scaling your business up, go ahead, click the link down below that says work with me one-on-one. And you can apply. We do have some spots open for people who do want to get personally mentored by my consulting agency, where we will help you build your wholesale business. That's available too as well. And if you guys are getting value from this channel, which I really hope you do, please consider subscribing. I would like to see that number goes up. It gives me some, little dopamine for the fake imaginary internet points. And if you found this helpful, please like this video. And if you have any other questions about SmarterContact or about what we're doing over here, make sure you drop them in the comments. I made it a goal to respond to every single YouTube comment that I get. So every single morning I wake up and the first thing I do is get some caffeine and I sit here at my desk and I read the comments and I respond to them. So I'm going to be here to help you out. All right. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching and we will see you on the next one.